All right, well, here we are at the PRCA Hall of Fame. Huge day for me being inducted. It's a huge honor. I got a lot of family and friends here today. Very special moment. When I was riding bucking horses, I never got that nervous, even in pressure situations. I was very confident in my preparation, but today, being inducted into the Hall of Fame with the class that I'm getting inducted with is amazing. Very, very humbling. It's a huge honor. And prepared for my speech, so I'm a little bit nervous today, but looking forward to it. It's a special day. It's a big staple on my career, so I don't even know the words to describe it, but it's almost a big win for me. And it's not one of those things you put on your to-do list or your goal list and try to achieve it. It's one of those things that when you're done, it happens and people are voted on it, and it's a huge honor. So follow along for the day and enjoy it. Thank you very much. Hit subscribe.
Enjoy your meal. We want to thank the Women's Professional Rodeo Association.
Now, let's meet the class of 2024. Kaycee Feild, bareback riding.
And the only professional sport in America today that starts with prayer in everything they do. And we just thank you that we can glorify you today. Thank you for this great hall.
Thank you all for being here and helping us to honor this amazing class of 2024. Each and every year, as we sift through the many nominations that we receive, we wonder how can we top the class from the year before? And every year we manage to do it.
We've got 10 great contestants down here, cowboys, cowgirls, stock contractors, that all started a journey. Who knew that it would end up here? Imagine you grew up and you watch your dad be one of the greatest cowboys ever, a 5-time world champion. Then one day you decide you want to go be a cowboy and a champion. Not only did this man become a champion, he became the greatest of all time.
In 2011, he won his first world championship and NFR average title. He would win both of those titles for 4 consecutive years, a feat currently unmatched.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of all time in bareback riding, Mr. Kaycee Feild.
My wife, my mom, the women in my life, my sister, my girls, they're amazing. They tell me I'm the best, even when I suck, even when shit's not going my way, even when I'm singing. My brother, the example he is to me is amazing. He's a true champion. He thinks about others before himself. I'm surrounded by great people, great family, great friends. I've never said I'm the greatest or I'm the best bareback rider ever, but fellow world champion Dave saying that, I think kind of allows me to say it myself now. But being the greatest of all is what I set out to do when I started and I wrote down my goals. I wanted to be the best ever. I wanted to be known as the best. I didn't want to take shortcuts. I wanted to do it with style. I wanted to make a statement with the bareback ride. All that was possible because of my family and my friends. I was getting ready to clean out my gear bag for the first time. I retired in September, and then Tom calls me and gave me a pretty, I guess it was an amazing notice, but too soon. I wanted a few years to hone in on my speech a little bit, but I'll give it my best today. I said, I don't know where to begin my speech. And he said, well, you know, there's a birth date and death date, and then there's that dash. And, you know, that dash on my headstone, a lot of it will be represented as a bareback rider. The majority of my life, that's all I wanted. Sorry. But I took down some notes, and I called a handful of people that meant a lot to me, that helped me through my career. First was Tilden Hooper. I asked him, my travel partner of 13 years, if you know him, you love him, or you hate him. Most love him. He said, you know, I don't know if it was my favorite ride I ever seen you, but my favorite moment, we were in Ogden, Utah, and it was your first 90-point ride. And I stand there with your dad, and you went out and made a perfect ride and rode great. And your dad looked over at me, and he just kind of had a smirk on his face and said, well, 90 points, he was kind of a hopper. So that was a pretty fun moment. Another good friend of mine, Mason Clements, I traveled with him for several years. Dear friend of mine, his favorite moment of my career was at the 2020 NFR during COVID, and that was a tough year. There was, you had to figure out how to rodeo a little bit different. There was a lot of weird things going on in our country, and the NFR wasn't in Vegas where I was sitting on my mom's lap. From when I was a little child, I was very familiar with Las Vegas. I was very comfortable competing there. And so to go to Texas into a different place, a different realm, was a little bit of a challenge, I guess you could say. And it come down to the 10th round between me and Tim O'Connell, and I didn't have the best horse and ended up getting a re-ride, and I knew the re-ride wasn't very good either, and they said, no, Richmond champion, he got hurt, you got first turnout. Ended up being Junior Bonner, a big, huge man killer, the horses I kind of craved. I was standing on the back of the chutes that evening, waiting for my re-ride. I felt a comfort come over me like I've never felt. And if you knew my dad, his hands were that big. And felt a pat on the back. Like, son, you got this, it ain't no big deal. You've done it millions of times. And I remember climbing in the chute and just thinking, man, should be more than this. Should be feeling a little more anxious. And did good, ended up winning the world that year. And it was a lot of fun. That year was tough, but it was a good one. It was one that sticks out the most. It's hard to be great. It's hard to be a champion if you don't have a great team. There's a lot of lonely times, there's a lot of tough times, but the wins and the glorious moments are 10x when you have great people by your side, and to share those moments with the people that you care about make it even better. And I won 4 straight world titles, and it was amazing. Life was going fast. Lost my dad to cancer, and then it was like I got a second chance again at life, at the rodeo world, winning my world title in 2021. It was like the gate man, the cameraman, stock contractors. You know, I had relationships with them, and I felt that they wanted me to do good, and they wanted me to win. And to share those moments and be grateful for the position that I was in and winning, to share those moments and appreciate the people that make it all happen, the behind the scenes people that diligently work on these events and things like this, the Hall of Fame and the volunteers. It made our sport so special, and as special it is today, and it rapidly growing. The rough stock numbers in the youth is growing tremendously, and the sport is right now, and it's because of the people behind the scenes and the great people that make the world go around. I don't know how to end a speech. I don't know if I say amen or tip my hat, wait for the score. But I'm gonna leave with, I just wrote this down a couple weeks ago, and I've said it before. It's kind of a motto that I live by. I didn't share it, but I am today. Winning never was easy. Winning never has been easy. Winning can be hard if you make it hard. But if you truly believe you are a winner, winning can be easy. Thank you very much.
Let's hear it for this class.
Ain't seen it.
My hero.
Lefty.
How are you, buddy?
Doing good.
How you been?
Doing excellent.
You're tan. You look like a local.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What's up, buddy?
This little
All
guy
right,
for sure does.
Did you like Hawaii? Pretty fun, huh? You gonna go back next year to that deal? They loved it. The Hawaiians, that's all they could talk about. Kaycee Field being at the 4th of July rodeo.
That's cool.
Yeah, they loved you.
I'll be back there in November.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I love them.
The Miranda family, they're the best, huh?
They're amazing.
They're amazing. They're good humans.
They are.
Yeah.
He's got to be out there one way or another.
Take 89.5 points to do it. But anytime Colin Pickett runs one underneath you, you know there's a chance for those 89 to 90s are there. Horse leaving hell.
Good to see you, man.
3.2. Okay.
Get your ring in, buddy. My ass for that one.
Promises fulfilled the promise tonight.
Love you. See you. Love you. Out of here in Calgary. Yep.
Okay, good luck. Win up there. I will. Hey.